Hi there, it's Sam from poodles.co.uk and poodlesjewellery.com because it's Sunday. Yay! It's South Hill and Stampin' Up on Sunday, and I am merging today a very autumnal locket with a beautiful autumnal card. So I'm going to zoom in on the locket. This is the large rose gold with crystals, and I have got it on the elongated cable chain. Is that close enough for you so you can see? And inside I have got 5 coloured crystals that you can see there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I have got 3 of our brand new charms that have come out for autumn, or fall if you're in America. And so I've got the maple leaf, well maybe that's an oak leaf, it's an oak leaf, the acorn and the little pumpkin there, and they're so pretty. And then this is the chain, this is the elongated cable chain. So this is one that is very, very long. And it's one where this would sort of hang down, I suppose, between your boobs, that kind of a length. So it's very pretty. And then my card is obviously based on that. So I'm going to zoom back out. There we go. I think that's about right. Let me just focus again and show you how to make the card. Now, I kind of felt that the locket was a just because kind of thing. And so my card is just because. And it's made so quickly and so simply. It's the beautiful frosted brushed gold cardstock. Let me see if I can tip that so you can get the shine. You probably can't get the shine. It's beautiful. It's got this lovely shimmer in it. And I've used an entire sheet that I've cut in half, folded in half. But then I've trimmed down 2 extra pieces, half a centimetre, 1/4 of an inch, shorter and narrower, to get my layers like that. So I'm going to put that to one side, and I'm going to show you how I've got all these beautiful flowers, and they are with a die, one of our big dies, and it is called Autumn Accents. And you can't see them very well if I tip them like that. We've got an acorn, we've got 4 different leaves, and it's beautiful, or an acorn shape I should say. And my colours that I've chosen: rich razzleberry, early espresso, cherry cobbler and Cajun craze. Now there is a 5th colour that is in here, because those obviously match all of those. There is a 5th colour, a sort of a brighter yellowy one. I did try it at first with a brighter colour, didn't like it, so I took it out. So when I was laying everything up. Okay, you obviously need your big shot as well. That's mine there. You don't need a platform when you've got a big die. You just need your cutting plates. Look at mine, so battered, so loved. That's what they are, because I love my big shot. And because it is a big die, it's a big thick one, you can cut all of your cardstock in one go. So I'm going to do all 4 sheets in one go. I'm not going to use all of the die cuts when they come out. I'm just going to choose at random, but it actually just makes sense, because you could actually, you know, sit and make about 5 cards all in one go, but it just made sense to do them all in one go. I'm a bit of a speed girl, you know that. There we go. I can basically shake everything out and it will all come out. Okay, so what do I fancy using? I fancy having one of those. I have a cherry cobbler and one of those. I'm moving my head backwards and forwards, you can't see me. It's a good job because I look daft. We'll have a couple of those. I'm just sort of laying it up to get an idea of what I think I'm going to, or how I think I'm going to want this to lay out. Like there. Maybe another one of those. I think 3rd. Quite happily jabbering away to myself. It's good conversation, you know, chatting to yourself. I have a bit more red. Yeah, I think we'll go with those. I think that's, actually no, I'm going to swap out that one, bring that one in. I think that's a pretty good combination. I'll bring in my original. Rather nice. Okay, to get the little white tips, because it's kind of a nod to the fact that yes, we are very much in autumn, and it actually kind of depends on where in the world you are really as to whether it's autumn or winter yet. I'm told that there is snow in Alaska already. Somebody was telling me the other day. So kind of for you in Alaska, I'm bringing in some white stays on to tip the edges a little bit. I might need to re-ink this. I'm just going to stick a bit more ink in. that's the thing with stays on. It's or the white one, I should say. It's very peculiar. It's kind of almost gluey. When you keep hold of your little spreader doodah thingy. I think that was enough there. And you just, it's kind of almost every time you use it, depending on obviously how much stamping you're going to do with your stays on, you almost re-ink it every time. And that bottle, I've had that bottle over a year. I've not replaced it yet. Okay, let's make that a bit whiter. Oh, that's better. And a white thumbnail. Oh, definitely better. So just keep going around all of these. And I love this die. And, you know, while I've chosen sort of relatively traditional colours, not that I've particularly seen raspberry coloured leaves before, you don't have to be traditional with it. You could go for some quirky colours. But I love all of our Biggs dies. As you know, I don't necessarily film one video in one go. I do 2 or 3 at a time. And I have got another project that I'm filming that's going to be coming out, I don't know, maybe this week coming, that uses it, and I'm using the Biggs spiral flower die in that. And again, you can just cut through a whole load of cardstock all in one go. So last one. Okay, stays on everywhere. Let me move that out of the way. And now, I don't know how well you can see that. They've all got a little bit of dimension to them. And how I've done that is I've just bent the flower, the leaf rather. I've just stuck my thumb in and bent and just gone round like that. Just to get them lifted up a little bit, because leaves aren't actually flat. Real leaves aren't flat. So just going around and just, yeah, just a little bit of dimension. I love crafting like this. Confused crafting, perhaps? No, I'm not sure. Right, let's scooch those out of the way. I want to stamp my sentiment on before I put the leaves on, because I want to make sure that I've got it in the right place. It's peeping down here at the bottom just because, and that is my A Dozen Thoughts stamp set, and I love it because it's not traditional sentiments. I love the font of this, really love it. In fact, I love all of these. I use Wish Big a lot, and I use this one a lot. The rest not so much. But it's been worth it, even though I've only bought those. Even if I only ever used those 2, it would still be well worth it, because the amount of time I use those. So I'm going to pop that on my block. White stays on again, and I'm going to do my best to get that straight. There we go, pretty straight. And now I want to layer up, but again before I stick, because I don't want to put everything on then turn it over to stick my adhesive on. So it's all about the layering first. So dimensionals on the back of there. I have really loved all of our new holiday charms that have come out. That's because it's an American company I'm working with, they would refer to it as a holiday season. We would call it winter, I suppose, or seasonal, or Christmas. But I love them. I haven't yet shared the Christmassy stuff with you yet. Maybe I ought to do that next week. But they're so beautiful and so detailed. Oh, I can't believe how much detailing goes into each charm. They really are just spectacular, particularly the painted ones. I call them painted, but the ones which have got colours and enamelling on. They're just so gorgeous. So, right, we're just going to whack mini glue dots on the back of these. You could use snail. Shall I use snail? I'll use snail today. And just start building. And I don't have any problem with the fact that it's going off the edge of my card. Your decoration does not have to be contained. You can let it spill over the edges. And I'm being ever so very random here. Just because I think that's okay to be that. It doesn't have to be precise. That's not enough. There we go. Lift that one back up. I've squished it a bit. Last two, and then one there. Let's just lift those back up again. So I've squished them a bit. And then to finish, I've got a button now. I used Occasion Craze one here. This time I'm going to use an early espresso one. I've already pre-tied it with linen thread because you just don't want to be watching me do that. And I'm using it actually to cover up the final stalk that you can see. There you go. What do you think? I rather like it. And I could send that out to somebody just because. I probably wouldn't put it in the post. There is quite a lot of depth going on there. And it would get squished, but definitely a handmade envelope to go with that. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you soon. Bye.